revisions from lessons learned. Okay, so one thing is we introduced this bar greater or bar ampersand greater to return a value with a parse result. We actually implemented that one in our code in the basic interpreter, and I'd like to pull that back in here. The check operator we have, we got rid of that. It was kind of awkward, so I'm gonna change. We're just gonna uh, change the whole semantics and drop the old check operator. Okay. Another one we invented for this use was inject, and it lets you put a hard-coded branch or hard-coded value in this stream. And what that does is if you have two OR branches, they have to have exactly the same type. So if you had one that needed a token, say, one produced token expression, the other produced expression, you could inject a dummy token in. Not an amazing thing, but it does something. Okay, then we want to do the error handling. Parser one success, return result. Parser fails, no progress. Try the next parser. Failed but made progress. Return the result, which is a failure. And similar for that less than. For the question mark operator. And then if we want, we can keep the old ones, and I think just change the name. So they may have some use, and we may find a place or two we need them. So I think we'll keep those, but change the operator name and maybe the class name as well. I might put backtracking in there just to make it clear. All right, and let's see. Well, that was 11 o'clock banging away on my clock there. So my time. Make sure I got it the right project. PCOM. I actually think I want to open this. Yes. Okay. This is a Swift package, which is what we're trying to produce. Okay, so the to-dos we'll keep we'll keep over here. Okay, so I guess let's deal with this or else thing first. Okay, so I'm claiming I want to name this or else with backtracking. Oh no. Really? Well, okay, and I don't mind the name being long because we're not going to use it for real. Okay, this should pass. I don't know if I might reference or else directly. Okay, good. Make sure we're committing to the right place. Good. Okay. Change or else to or else with backtracking. Okay. And then I want to change this. Okay, that should break a bunch of places. Okay, so every one of these, I'm going to change. Let's see, is it F? Wish I could remember. Find and replace option control F. Okay. I'm going to replace those with this in this file. Okay, this is the OrElse test, so they should be checking that. Okay, all. Now, there are going to be others. Alternatives. Okay, error reporting. Yes. So these backtracking ones are under the same. They're important to do too. Okay, now grammar tests. Anything else? Okay. I may switch these to the single bar at some point. I don't, to the extent they're not doing error checking, it's not really relevant. Actually, you know what? Let's fix that in OrElse. I'm gonna cheat. Okay, I'm gonna make both operators acceptable for now. Actually, I want to put this one first. And I'm not quite sure the convention people use, but it might make sense to define the operators together. Okay, now I think that should make everything okay. All right, but let's look at those tests. Let's do find that. Okay, or else bind tests. I don't think that one's gonna care. Which parser? Yeah, it's not a backup test or anything. Grammar test. Those I think don't care. Yeah, that should be okay. Yep. Name test, that's fine too. I think it's gonna fail. Name is used if parser completely fails. Both parsers completely fail. Okay. I think they are complete failures, so it's going to be irrelevant. Yeah. Okay. I think that should be fine. Okay, support both and as the same thing. Okay, so that's that one. All right, now let's go look at OrElse. And this is the change. So here, if the first parser succeeds, return the result. That makes good sense. If the second parse, let's see, if it succeeds, return it. If it fails, then we're going to try the second parser. And if that succeeds, return it. Okay. And then otherwise, we do this best failure thing that figures out which one got further along and takes its failure. All right, the new parser, which is just going to be OrElse. All right, so let's get our OrElse tests here. These are the with backtracking, and these are just or else tests. Okay, I'm going to take the same tests, it's not very many, and work out the situations. Or else can match the first item. Okay, that's the success. Or else can match the second item. Well, I think that's the one that if it fails, we want to differentiate these cases. Okay, so this and okay, if it matches the first item, it's all great. Okay, the second one, if I want to say or else fails if first parser partially matches. Okay, and so this one I'm going to need a fancier parser. So I'm going to say it's sat1 sat1 or sat2. Okay, and we're going to parse cannot be applied to two satisfy int operators. Why not? How bizarre. It's a parser, right? Satisfy int. Okay, let's check it first, but I'm going to say 1 instead of 2 1s. I'm going to only match 1. Yeah, let's do it like this. So I'm only going to match 1 1, and this should be a failure. And the position of the 1 is 1, and the rest of the and the message is well, it's whatever the sat1 message is. Did not find expected value. Now, why are you unhappy? And then let's do some and then tests. Well, that certainly looks okay. Oh, they have different branches. Okay. OrElse tests. Okay. Yeah, this is array of tokens. This is a single token. Let's make them similar. So we can have 1 1 or 2 1. Okay, and check failure. Oh, dot failure. Failure did not find expected value. Okay. Yeah, so OrElse fails. It partially matches. It finds 1, 1. It fails the inner parser, so it should fail instead of backtracking and get a non-expected value. And I don't think we care what this is. Okay, just that it's not a 1. Okay, but we're getting failing at position 1. Okay, or else attempts, well, match it, can match. If first parser gets nowhere. Okay, so this one, sat1 then sat2, it should just, it's going to fail this right away and try this. Okay, and that should succeed. All right, and then if neither one matches, then it's just complete failure. Okay. These tests are going to fail. At least some of them. Some of them will pass. Okay, I'm confused. This one I expect to pass, for sure. This one I expect it to fail. Oh. No? Oh yeah, they both got no, one failed at 0. Oh, right. So the first parser failed at position 1, the second parser failed at 0, but this one got further, so we reported that one. This one, let's do the other order. Let's do sat1, then sat2. Okay, so this one would succeed on 1, 2, but it should already be messed up on this. So this should fail now. Yeah, okay. OrElse can match second item if first parser gets nowhere. The backtracking we do will already make this true. And then if neither one matches, that's an easy call. It's really failing on the second one. Let's make these messages better. I don't know if we even had the version that does messages before, but okay. This should make a bunch of tests fail. Well, let's do them here too. Okay, our success test should be fine. Our failure tests are going to have the wrong message. I think this will be expect 2. Yep. those are okay. This one, I should get expect 2 again. Yep. This one should say expected 1. Is that what it did? Got a success. Okay, yeah, that's good failure. It should be expecting this one. Can I make it a... Let's make a 3 as well. Set 3, expected 3. And let's make this one look for set 3. Okay, I think that'll make it more clear. So this looks for 1, 3. It gets the 1. It should say expected 3. And that failed in the middle, so it should not retry this one, even though this one would succeed. Okay, now everything should pass except the 1. This one. And I'm going to take this test and move it down here as well. Can match second item, fails to match. Or else backtracks. And we'll take... Okay. I expect this one to succeed. And it should match... Oh man, these things are so... Will it let me do this? 1, 2... Okay, this should pass if the type is right. Something's not. Oh, bar. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make the tests match. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This one works. It does backtrack. This one that says you shouldn't backtrack does not work. Okay. I think we are positioned now. Okay. So let's just take this whole thing and see what we can do. Okay. I'm putting it in high gear because I want to finish in 4 minutes. Okay. Let's see. So you parse result 1. If it succeeds, return success. Yes, that's correct. If otherwise it's a failure, let if let let's make this a switch. Okay, if it succeeds, okay. If it fails, let index and a message. Okay. First one we don't care because we're just returning whatever it returned. The second one, if the index is 0, well, if the index is the same as the input start index, then we didn't get anywhere. Okay. If index equals input dot start index, okay, then we're just going to return result 2. Return parser2.parse. Pass or fail, it's doing it. If the index is not that, then we're going to return a failure. Return result 1. Okay. And I don't need this best failure stuff. Parse input. Okay, and I don't need the method here. Okay. And then down here, this one is the OrElse. OrElse. What's your problem? Backtracking is ambiguous. I think he's just confused. Cannot find OrElse. Oh, did I copy everything? Yes, I did. OrElse. Okay. Don't need it. Okay, so if I succeed, return it. If I failed and I'm at the start index, then try parser 2 and otherwise return result 1. Let's run these tests. Pass or fail, we'll pick up here. 2 failures. Okay, grammar tests. Multiple statement ambiguity. Okay, well that may be that may be a legitimate failure based on the parsing. Basic line parser. Okay. We'll have to look at that and see. So we'll pick up there Monday, and my hope is the OR parser is well, I hope it's nothing major. I hope it's just we got to figure out which parser to use if it really wants to backtrack or not. It sounded like ambiguity, like maybe it was trying to force backtracking or not. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll pick up there Monday. All right, thanks for joining, and I hope you have a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.